Hello everyone, welcome back to Star Control 2. Unfortunately, last episode Wifo died. It's very, very sad. But we're going to set out once again. And I think I want to visit, well, places to visit, things to do. I think we could visit Mercury. It's pretty close. Haven't been there yet. But I think what we want to do is we want to see if we can find Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice, which is right there. And we want to see what gets us close to there. What gets us close to there? Like southeast of... It's also the unknown teal guides we have to visit. I want to see if there's something interesting at the Siren. There's also the take a look at the F7. No, the F7. There's also the Chenjesu, but yeah, Procyon. It's in the middle of Ilrath space. She's most annoying. Something about, well, something that's shaped like a cup and Craterus can hurt. Yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you very, very much there. Okay. Alright. So we want to get to Beetlejuice, and we want to get there via the, actually the I'd put us pretty close. Let's see. It's walking. Hey, where's the place that gives the south to Zotfot? Zotfot. ZFP. Okay. Okay. 318, 490. So, yeah, it feels about right. We'll go there. There's like nothing that goes into any of this region of space, which is most unfortunate. Although I suppose I can manually walk there. But okay, we found what we're doing. We're hitting the devices, quasi portal. And then we're going to 318.490. 3... Wait, what? Wait, no. .502, 460. How do I have all this, like, completely written down wrong? Okay, and that puts us, I don't know if that's the fastest way to go, but and certainly I think the fuel is really good there. We'll go ahead and probably do our best to empty out the Beetlejuice system if there's anything interesting to empty out. But right now, traveling through hyperspace. Apparently I still need to work on my documentation of all these things. I do love it how it meant... Okay. Well, that looks... Let's start from the outside and go in. Primordial world. With biology. Class 8 earthquakes. Is it worth landing? And look at this is insane. 6 bad data is pretty good. Might as well get the minerals while I'm here. 2 biodata. I don't really like this. This is so scary. Okay. Whatever, I'm done. Ouch. Yeah, okay. That was fun and exciting. Not really. It was really scary, actually. This looks more fun and exciting. All the minerals. Iridium, iridium, silver, iridium, gold. Nom nom nom. Nom 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 nom. Alright, so we just made something like $1,000, I think. Something like that. This feels pretty good. What do you got? Radioactive world. Even better. Even better. Titanium. Acetine. Radium. Ah. Oh, radon? Radium? Not sure. That's interesting. Whatever. I'm just happy that I'm getting these radioactive worlds. I'm thinking about the noble gas world in which noble gas is radioactive and wondering why none of the thing where I'm supposed to be looking at my periodic table and I'm failing to look at my periodic table because I'm just a failure. Acid world, nothing interesting at all. They have a thing. Water world, which we cannot. Yeah. Alright.
Attention, unidentified space
Hello.
vessel. Be warned. This slave world and its inhabitants belong
You have
to
a
the
knife.
Earthquan. I am Starbase Commander Talana of the slave planet Gaia. Your ship is not responding to standard hierarchy identification
Therefore
sequences.
deemed to be independent.
You are therefore classed as independent.
Oh.
And what? Is my monitor display correct? Is that a human commanding that vessel? Who are you?
Yeah.
Hello, Captain. But you haven't answered my question fully. Why are you here? Where are you from?
We're from
Has the
Earth.
slave shield been lifted from
No.
Earth? Are the Urquan finally defeated? Simply put, Captain, what do you want from us? Look, Captain, I like you. Even though you're an obnoxious human, I like you. In another time, we might have become good friends. Perhaps more.
Yeah,
But that's a
that's
fantasy,
great.
and my job is dealing with reality.
Uh-huh.
We're not going to do anything
Okay.
to jeopardize what we've got here. We've come too far, lost too much, to ever risk losing Gaia, our new home. Don't get all judgmental on me, Captain. You don't know what we've been through.
Alright, fair enough. But we have dialogue options, so...
When the Urquan conquered us over 20 years ago, I was only a young girl living in Habitat 31. My older sister Diani was a starship officer in the space patrol.
That's cool.
She was part of the final defense at Rayman. She didn't make it back.
That sucks. Sorry.
When the Urquan caught us in open space, we all thought we were going to die. But then, instead of killing us, the Urquan offered us a choice. We could join the ranks of their combat thralls, or we could be slave-shielded in our homeworld. Like the people of Earth, we chose peace. We became fallow slaves.
That's nice.
When the Urquan told us to return to our homeworld, we explained that we had none. Urquan Master 9 explained that they had encountered this situation before, and if we would provide them with a list of our requirements, they would use their extensive astronomical data stores.
That's
to
kind
find
of
a
nice
planet
of
for
them.
us. So we told them about Syra, about the color of its sky, about the abundant life forms, about the fertility of the soil and seas. Less than an hour later, we received a terse message from Master 9. We were to proceed to these coordinates and disembark. This was to be our new home. But our new world, Gaia, was everything we described. We'd been searching for a home planet for 75 years, and in the end, it was our enemies who gave one to us.
Okay.
I grew up on a small island off the main continent, and like all of my people, we lived each day under the sick, red glow of the slave shield. When the Urquan arrived 7 years ago to refurbish and recruit the Starbase, I was selected as the new commander.
That's cool. I like the knife.
When we first
Sure.
met your people, we've been wandering through the stars for almost 75 years, ever since the death of Syra, our home planet. We joined your alliance, and I use the word joined loosely, because we had no other choice. The Vox were raiding our slow habitat columns, and we had nowhere else to go. We fought for survival, Captain. Nothing more.
Okay.
When your people on Earth were defeated, the Alliance just plain fell apart. The Yehat and Shofixi retreated to their native stars and didn't want us to follow. The Aryu, those creepy little weasels, just plain bugged out. Vanished, leaving us alone, with nowhere to go, smack in the path of the oncoming Urquan Armada. What were we supposed to do? Fight? 2/3 of our habitat fleet was unarmed. Many aren't even superluminal.
Whoa.
We were going to be annihilated if we
That's
resisted,
really slow.
and we knew it.
No hyperspace?
When the Urquan surrounded us and started giving orders that all ended with, "or die," we took them at face value. We
That's
obeyed.
fair enough.
In exchange, they gave us Gaia, the planet below. It's a beautiful world, Captain. I wish I could show it to you. So don't misunderstand me. We love our freedom as much as anybody else, but we've got a good life here, and we
Okay.
don't want to lose it.
Okay.
Our species are almost identical, almost too close a match to be just a coincidence. Our bodies are very similar, Captain.
I don't want to know about that.
Except for certain parts. Our cultural development is also mostly parallel.
No.
Like you Earthlings, we evolved a society from primitive tribes whose main function were to protect themselves from the large reptiles native to our old world. The main difference
interesting.
between our two sets of cultures, the split in the paths of our development, occurred in what would have been your prehistory, say 5000 BCE. In your world, the agricultural communities were conquered by the more primitive, but also more aggressive migratory herding peoples. This led to a particular kind of sexual and political dominance structure which pervaded almost all of your Earth cultures until the early 21st century. On Syra, our only
Okay.
primitive migratory tribes were confined to our mountainous regions. Their herd beasts, the Waima, did not do well in the agricultural basins and plains. The two cultures were isolated until much later, when the technological superiority of the farmers curtailed any major conflict.
Okay, well, what
It
was
was
Syra
our
like?
paradise,
Sure.
Captain, our Eden.
Better than Gaia? Because
Earth is the only
apparently...
world we know of whose variety and richness of life even comes close to Syra. Again, like so many other things about our two species, our worlds were very much the same. At least before you began encasing yours in concrete and plastic.
I like my
Syra's
concrete and
gravity was
plastic.
a bit lighter than Earth's, and its day was 50% longer. Our diurnal cycle is therefore different from yours. We spend 20 hours awake, followed by 10 hours horizontal.
You're horizontal right now.
This
Yes.
subject is very difficult for us, Captain, but I will try to recount those sad days. Like your solar
Can we...
system,
Yeah.
ours
I'm
had
very
a
interested
large
in...
population of comets and asteroids.
Uh-huh.
Large meteor impacts, though rare, were not unheard of on our planet.
Fair enough.
So it was not a total shock when an asteroid penetrated our atmosphere and hit the surface. What was odd was that unlike most other meteors, this one was not pulverized on impact. It penetrated the crust and indeed went all the way through to the mantle, causing a supervolcano. The earthquakes caused by the impact were severe. The magma pumped out of the caldera wreaked significant damage on the nearby terrain, but within a few weeks it had cooled, forming a solid rock bandage over the wound. Within a few months, we had cleaned up the mess. The caldera was calming down nicely, and things were pretty much back to normal. Then, just over a year after the impact, all hell broke loose on the surface of Syra. Huge calderas were opening all over, not just around the meteor impact, but everywhere. The scope of the disaster is impossible to imagine. Entire cities sliding into oceans of molten lava, kilometer-wide sections of land pulverized by a cataclysmic explosion, and clouds of poison gas and superheated steam created a death shroud around Syra.
Where is Syra?
Like I said before, Captain, we would like to help, but we are unwilling to risk losing Gaia. Unless you can find a much more compelling reason for us to get involved, you're on your own. Yes, I think so. Aren't they part of the Mycon religion somehow? We have recordings of Mycon hyperwave transmissions from the war. Pretty weird stuff. The Mycons just kind of
I'm not quite sure why I have this
never
option,
making much
because
sense.
I don't know why
They
it's...
talked a lot about deep children and spears of light, but we couldn't ever understand what they were talking about.
Uh-huh. Well, I don't know.
What? What did you say? Human, you had better not be joking.
I suppose, I mean, I
Syra
didn't talk
is
with
not
the...
a subject for Earth humor.
Okay.
Now, what do you mean, shattered planet crusts? How?
I don't know.
That is what happened to Syra, yes. But we presumed it was a natural cataclysm, a meteor. Do you have proof that it was something else? These deep children?
Okay, I don't know.
Captain, if what you say is true, it would
Apparently,
turn my world
I am certain that the
upside
Mycons destroyed your
down.
world.
You have no sorrow to match what each of us Cyrene feels every day of our lives when we remember what we have lost.
Where is it?
Syra,
I can go get proof if you can tell me where it
Eden.
is.
The very idea that the Mycons or any alien race may have been responsible for Syra's destruction fills me with burning rage. If it were true, none of us here would rest until we had avenged ourselves on the perpetrators.
Okay.
We would find some way to leave this starbase, locate our starships, and hunt down the evil monsters. Captain, if you ever gather proof of what you say, you must inform us immediately.
Okay.
But until then, do not mention the subject again. It is too painful.
Yeah, okay, where is Syra? That would be helpful if you would let me know where this thing was so I could go take a look at your home planet. You know, just thought.
Maybe some other time, Captain. I can show you the hidden functionality of my uniform. Knife included.
Oh, okay.
When
Just
Syra
finish
was
up the
destroyed,
yeah,
the
sure.
only people who survived
Because I wondered,
were in
where
orbit,
was your
and most
stupid
of
planet?
them were members of our newly established, mostly female space patrol. From their ships, their orbital platforms, and their lunar outposts, they watched Syra die. Within 3 days after the cataclysm began, the surface temperature of Syra had risen by almost 75 degrees to above the boiling point of water. It became clear that Syra, our paradise, our Eden, was gone. The survivors spent years in orbit. They made a few missions to the surface and actually found a handful of survivors. But their main activity was to make preparations for departure. The Space Patrol fitted makeshift drive units to anything that could hold air. Orbital factories, research pods, even hotels. When the fleet was ready, they left orbit and never looked
Well, where
back.
did they leave from?
The final population of our species was less than 10,000, with only 500 males. But they were the best and the brightest. For the next 75 years, our people wandered at sublight speed through the stars, looking for a new home.
Yes.
Until then,
I'm not interested in loneliness. Well, it said, so 75 years, and then through the Vux. And I assume the Mycon, so somewhere over here? Maybe we can get more information later. Let's go. Let's head out and see if we can find. What apparently let's hit the other two. We haven't visited the Vox yet. We haven't visited the. There are no androthinks now. Only ores apparently. But let's go see if there's anything over there to deal with. Maybe they'll have information about the Cyrene homeworld, because apparently the Cyrenes don't. Not very helpful. Blue stars are supposed to be nice. This is the blue star. There's still the Mycon things to deal with. Hey, you're very boring. You're supposed to, come on. You're supposed to be like androthin here or something like that. Please. Could visit home. Wait. Where's Vela? That's technically my home world. Beta Mira. Why does that sound familiar? Is there anything Beta Mira in here that's interesting? Bray or Mycon. Beta Mira is Vux. Alright, well, since there's nothing over here. see what happens over here. Beta Mirror Vox. This is not very exciting. This is another primordial world. It is, therefore we're not landing. Is that a gold world? It looks like a gold world. No, it's a lanthanide world. A lot of lanthanides, though. Okay. Here we go. Pink stuff, yes please. Not much pink stuff, but some pink stuff. And pink stuff is good stuff. And the other world is probably a green world. I'll head back to the lanthanide world, I think. Yeah, it's a green world, and it has biology. Okay. 8 biodata. Oh, I'm glad my blaster fires faster. Throwing all this stuff up faster. Pew pew pew. Pick up all the stuff. We can trade for hints and tips for the dodge the things. Kill the life forms. Just killing the life forms. Only apparently they're full. Let's go ahead and lift off, I suppose, and land again. Biodata is useful. It's worth, you know, effectively 20 bucks each, right? Because these are giving me 8 each, which is very nice. At least, you know, it's fuel cost, and then we can always we do have like 600 credits. My lander's so good. Okay. That was awesome. I don't think I'm going to bother landing on the other planet. So, the Vux are supposed to be here, right? I suppose this is the edge of Vux space. I can head sort of in this direction, I suppose. I do hope we find someone soon. Anything here? It's in green planet. Green planets often have life forms, I suppose.
Ah, human visitors! What a treat! I am Admiral Zex. Please, do not be frightened. Unlike the rest of my species, I enjoy humans. You may know me by my reputation, my leadership of Vox forces during the war with your alliance. I assure you that this behavior, a sad necessity of those times, belies a much kinder, gentler being.
Hi, guys.
Please, be welcome. We can get to know one another, expand our interspecies relationship. But wait, how silly of me. You aren't here for polite repartee. You have come for my show-fixing maidens.
I have? Okay, apparently we found the Vux, which have awesome music in, Alpha Cernikov 1. Which, cool. We sure have a lot of dialogue options that we have to go through, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching, see you soon!